Assalamualaikum and hi everyone, my name is Ikwan and we are conducting research about the biggest company in beverage section, Coca-Cola. First, when Dr. John Steve Pemberton established the Coca-Cola company in Atlanta, Georgia in 1886, it was first marketed as a medicinal tonic. By acquiring the rights in 1888, Asa Grace Candler formally established the business and laid the groundwork for its eventual development into a global corporation. Coca-Cola now has over 500 products in its portfolio, spanning the brands including bottled water, juice, teas, coffees, effervescent beverage, and sports drinks, and it is present in more than 200 nations. Its enduring intensiveness, keen attention to consumer preference, and memorable advertising campaigns are the main factors in its success. Coca-Cola is also dedicated to corporate social responsibility, placing a strong emphasis on community support and environmental sustainability. That's all.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Banin and I'm going to explain about the basic economic concept. There is three basic economic concepts, which is scarcity, choice, and opportunity cost. First, what is scarcity? Scarcity is a basic economic problem because each level of economy has their own limited resources. It basically means that there will never be enough resources to meet all of our wants and demands. Since Coca-Cola company requires a lot of water to produce their product, they has taken measures to manage its water usage. Next, what is choice in basic economic problem? Choice refers to a consumer or a producer ability to choose from a variety of goods or services from a range of possible options. In other words, making comparison among the alternative. This is to prevent wastage by choosing the best alternative. For example, Coca-Cola 2030 Water Security Strategy aims to achieve water security by 2030. They focus on three priorities: reducing share water challenge globally, enhancing community water resilience, and improving the health of priority watersheds. Lastly, I will talk about opportunity cost. Opportunity cost is defined as the number of goods foregone or the second best alternative and its benefits that are given up to make the best choice. As has been mentioned above, Coca-Cola diversifies its portfolio to target many niche needs such as Coke Zero, Diet Coke, Coca-Cola Vanilla instead of targeting one market.
Law of demand shows a negative or inverse relationship between price and quantity demand. Ceteris paribus, which means other things remain constant. So when the price of Coca-Cola increases, the demand will decreases. There is also determinants of demands, which mean when the price varies, the quantity demand change as well. There is a change in same demand curve. Example of determinant of demand curve are advertisement. Success advertisement will lead to increase in demand. Meanwhile, if it fails, it will lead to decrease in demand. Other than that, number of buyers. Increase in number of buyers will make demand curve shift to the right, which means the quantity demand increases. Lastly, season and climate. When the bad weather happen, such as heavy rain and lead to flood, the demand will decreases and the demand curve will shift to the left. Law of supply defines that with all other variables that are held constant, the price and quantity supply of an item are directly related to each other. So when the price of Coca-Cola increases, the quantity supply of Coca-Cola also increases. The example of determinants of supply is technology advancement. When a company upgrade their technology, they can produce more their product and it will lead to increase in quantity supply. Other than that, cost of production. When the cost product is low or decrease, the company can produce more their product and quantity supply will increase.
Now we go to the topic about elasticity, demand and supply. We go to the price elasticity of demand first. According to the graph, at RM1 ringgit, the demand for the price per bottle Coca-Cola is 1000 units. When the price increase to RM2 ringgit, the demand will decrease to 900 units. This shows that the price elasticity of demand for Coca-Cola is inelastic demand. This is because the buyer is very unresponsive to the change in its price, which is only 100 unit decrease before. This is shown by the diagram that when there is a large change in the price, the quantity demand for Coca-Cola will decrease in a small amount. The reason it becomes inelastic demand because we already calculated by using the formula given, which is Q2 minus Q1 divided Q1 times P1 divided P2 minus P1, and the final answer we've got is 0.1, which is 0.1 is less than 1, so it will become inelastic demand. So the determinant of price elasticity of demand is frequently purchased product. It is because Coca-Cola is the most big drinks compared to other drinks. Consumer can easily purchase it because it can find it everywhere. Next, we go to the next part, which is price elasticity of supply. If we look at the graph at RM1 ringgit, the quantity supply for Coca-Cola is 600 units. Then when the price increase to RM2 ringgit, the quantity supply also increased from 600 to 700 units. It shows that a large change in the price per bottle of Coca-Cola will affect a small in the quantity supply. It is considered that Coca-Cola is an inelastic supply. By calculating it using the same formula like before this, which is Q2 minus Q1 divided Q1 times with P1 divided P2 minus P1, and the answer is 0.16, which is less than 1. Then the determinant of price elasticity supply is time period. The time period of inelastic supply typically refers to the short run in economic terms. In the short run, the quantity supply of Coca-Cola cannot be easily changed due to fixed factors of production such as capital, land and technology. During this period, producers are unable to quickly adjust their production levels in response to price changes, leading to a supply that is relatively unresponsive or inelastic.
Market equilibrium occurs when quantity demanded equals to quantity supplied, resulting into no tendency price quantity to change. It is stability point where buyers and sellers are willing to trade goods and services. Now, let's explore the determinant of equilibrium price and quantity. Table below shows how Coca-Cola market equilibrium and disequilibrium conditions are determined. The graph illustrates market equilibrium using the table's data, where the demand curve DD intersects with the supply curve at point E, DD equal to SS. The equilibrium price for Coca-Cola is RM3 and the equilibrium quantity is 800 units. At this stability point, there is no tendency for price and quantity to change, and both buyers and sellers are willing to trade. Additionally, the table shows conditions of shortage and supplies, which arise due to disequilibrium. Shortage occurs when quantity demanded exceeds quantity supplied, because the price is below equilibrium. For example, at RM1, the quantity demanded is 1000 units while the quantity supplied is 600 units, resulting in the shortage of 400 units. This creates upward pressure on the price towards equilibrium. Surplus occurs when quantity demanded is less than quantity supplied because the price is above equilibrium. For example, at RM4, the quantity demanded is 700 units while the quantity supplied is 900 units, resulting in a surplus of 200 units. This creates downward pressure on the price towards equilibrium.
For the next part, in conclusion, this report delved into several fundamental economic principles with a particular focus on their application to Coca-Cola products. We begin by examining the laws of demand and supply. According to the law of demand, when the price of Coca-Cola decreases, the quantity demanded by consumers naturally increases. This inverse relationship highlights how consumers respond to change by adjusting their purchasing behavior. On the other hand, the law of supply illustrates that when the price of Coca-Cola rises, producers are incentivized to increase the quantity supplied. This is because higher price typically lead to the higher potential profits, encouraging producers to ramp up production. Furthermore, the report explored the concept of cross-elasticity of demand, which is crucial in understanding the competitive dynamics within the beverage market. Cross-elasticity of demand measures the responsiveness of the demand for a product to change in the price of another product. In the context of Coca-Cola, this principle reveals that Coca-Cola product can act as a substitute for other beverages. For instance, if the price of a competitor's product rises, consumers might shift their preference to Coca-Cola, terribly increasing its demand. Conversely, if Coca-Cola's price rises, consumers might choose for a competitor's product. This substitute underscores the competitive nature of the market, where price changes can significantly impact consumers' choices and market shares. The successful completion of this report is a testament to the invaluable guidance and support provided by our esteemed lecturer. Their expertise was instrumental in helping us navigate through the complexity of economic theory and apply them to practical examples. This support was particularly crucial in addressing challenges such as information gaps and knowledge constraints, enabling us to produce a thorough and insightful analysis. Through this process, we have developed a deeper appreciation for the application of economic principles in understanding and analyzing market behavior.